The goal of this presentation is to walk you through our approach to nowcasting the US GDP. Starting with data processing. Through economic intuition, we created a list of 22 indicators that we think are of importance when predicting GDP growth. We then fetch data on these indicators from FredMD by calling their API. This goes into a DF that will be used by our non-linear models. For the DF that is used by the linear models, we first added 4 legs of each indicators before using lasso to reduce the number of indicators. Here, the theoretical optimal is automatically computed in the HDM package in R. After running lasso and adding our own indicators using economic intuition, the number of indicators were reduced from 114 to 25.
Moving on to model methodology and evaluation. We use an AR2 model as a benchmark with growth rate leg 2 instead of leg 1, since data from the previous quarter is often unreleased at the time of forecasting. The bridge ADL model uses 11 variables, including a COVID dummy variable, to dampen the fluctuations during the pandemic. Our variable selection starts with those identified by lasso. We manually adjust to obtain the 11 optimal variables that minimize BIC and RMSFE. The bridge model consists of a quarterly frequency ADL model and a monthly frequency AR model for each indicator. Monthly forecasts are made for indicators with unreleased data, then aggregated as a mean or sum depending if they are stock or flow variables.
Our RF benchmark model is used for comparison with our RF bridge model. Firstly, 6 legs of each indicator is created. For 1 step ahead forecast, the model is trained on leg 2 to 5, and for 2 step ahead forecast, the model is trained on legs 3 to 6. This benchmark model only relies on the default settings of the random forest. For the RF bridge model, 4 legs are created for each indicator, and RFECV is used to identify the optimal features. The RF bridge model uses an optimal set of hyperparameters determined using grid search CV.
This is the forecast for AR benchmark. This is the forecast for ADL bridge. This is the forecast for RF benchmark. This is the forecast for RF bridge. This is the aggregation rule for the monthly indicators. This function creates a dictionary that detects the months where each indicator is unreleased. For 2025 Q1, the Atlanta Fed's model and our ADL bridge model nowcast negative GDP growth. We use a rolling window to evaluate forecast performance for the current and next quarter. Sliding the window to include data from the next month updates the forecast with a revised flash estimate. Pseudo out-of-sample forecasts are generated for 48 quarters to obtain these metrics. The bridge models outperform at accurately predicting negative growth rates. These metrics exclude the extreme fluctuations in the COVID period. This function generates the pseudo out-of-sample forecasts and returns the forecast errors in a CSV file.
Moving on to the DM test, only the p-value for the comparison between the 2-step forecast for benchmark AI and ADL bridge is large, hence the rest of our predictions may be statistically better than their benchmark models. For future works, we could research the optimal retraining schedule, explore the use of an ensemble model, and increase the frequency of the nowcast.
Thank you.